Hi guys, how's it going? It is me, Jack here, and welcome to episode number 6 of the Football Manager 2023 save with Birmingham City. The 18th of February 2023 in game, and in today's episode you'll see us play Huddersfield Town away from home, who are bottom of the league. I just thank you so much for the support in the previous few episodes, really liking the like and view figures on this series, and it really motivates me to continue uploading this content. And overall, I was really enjoying this save. We're currently second place in the league. The fight, it looks like it's a two-horse race between ourselves and Middlesbrough for second in the league. I'm looking at this now, 14 games remaining. I think we should be a top 6 side. We should be definitely in the playoffs this season, but I really hope that we can get into the top 2 and try and progress this club further. Let's have a look at the fixtures, because last time you saw us get hammered 5-1 against Villa and a 1-0 away victory later on against Burnley. We have had a mixed bag of form since then, starting with a 3-3 draw at home against Hull City. We took the lead 2-0 up with Joby Bellingham. Adama Traore, not the winger, the midfielder, scored to make it 2-1 at the brink of half-time. And then we got it to 3-1, and 2 quick goals by Elder and Estupinan ensured that they got a point from that game. Jobe Bellingham, by the way, goodness me, what an animal he's been at the minute. He's actually double figures for the goals at the minute. He's just a really strong player, and I just think the more he's here, the more he's going to develop, the more that value will just grow and grow and grow. And I've had these conversations almost with myself that, you know, in the second half in this season and in the second half of the next season, we might have to look to sell this guy, because if we're not in the Premier League, because if we aren't going to be able to build a good club. But we know we have a prized asset here who will get us some good money if we do decide to sell him. So, continuing on then with the fixtures, we drew 3-3, as we said, against Hull. Then we drew 1-1 against Middlesbrough. Big clash against third in the league. And it was an unfortunate display where it was a 92nd minute free kick from Paddy McNair that equalised. And they just didn't deserve this one little bit. Again, another game that we've dominated and we failed to see it out. A goal from Jobe Bellingham. Really good stuff from him again. FA Cup third round, we played against Crewe Alexandra and we lost by 2-0. We did change the team a little bit, but still a strong team nonetheless. And Crewe Alexandra, we just couldn't get past. So it was a 2-0 loss that saw us leave that competition. And a really devastating 3-0 defeat away against Nigel Pearson's Bristol City. A game where we weren't really outshone, but I do believe we lost Scott Hogan from the previous game. Oh, it was one game where we lost. Oh no, Scott Hogan was red carded. I do apologise. He got a red card in the 54th minute for a silly tackle against Borough. We lost him. Deeney played up front and didn't do very well. The next game, I do believe I changed it up quite a bit, and I think I went Leko up front. Oh no, I tell a lie. I went Jukovic up front. Deeney, I think, was injured for this game, so I decided to go Jukovic. That didn't work, so I brought Leko on up front, and it worked. An absolute treat, getting 2 goals for a lovely performance against Preston. After that, a 0-0 draw against top of the league Norwich. This was a big game. If we won this, we'd close the gap to the team ahead. But it was just one of them games where, again, we couldn't break them down. They couldn't break us down. I think it was similar to that. Oh no, I was going to say similar to the game we played against them in August, but they did beat us there. They just away from home. It was a good performance, good 0-0. Just couldn't get the winner. We did get the winner against Swansea though. Scott Hogan back on the score sheet after his red card suspension. 1-0 victory away against them. Really good performance, really good display, and it was one of them games for Scott Hogan where he got back onto the score sheet. And then, wow, I was going to record this video, but then I realised that we've already done West Brom, so I thought I won't show it again. Man, I wish we did. Another game where we've thrown it away in the dying embers of a football match. Elliot Anderson got a 91st minute winner equaliser for them in a game where they had a lot of XG, but we still had the more chances, more possession. Bellingham again on fire, 2 penalties which we just gifted straight to them. That's a performance where that shouldn't have happened. We should have beaten them, and we'll look back with a lot of sadness if we don't get into this top 2, because looking at the past positions from this season, we've been in the top 2 for a very long amount of time. Middlesbrough have just been climbing in around 3rd all the time. You just hope that maybe, just maybe, we might be able to get ourselves into this position and hopefully we can stay in 2nd place. I think Norwich 8 points behind, quite a distance to catch. We're still doing really well on the goal scoring front. We've conceded a little bit more of late, but still one of the best sides defensively. Let's see if we can get a good performance in away against Huddersfield Town, who surprisingly sit bottom of the league. 8 points from survival, 10 points from Reading. Let's see how we can do against John Eustace's team today. This is going to be the lineup for this game. We've got a week's break up until the Luton Town match, and this is what we're going to use. Actually, before I show you that, I totally forgot to mention, we are very close to a potential takeover of Birmingham City. It's been a very big while since we saw an email, anything close to this, but if you read it here, discussions between Birmingham chairperson Zhao Wenqing and director Dr. Abdullah Al-Humaida are going well, and there could be an announcement in the coming days. So it'll be the next episode where I'll update you on our takeover status. This will be the lineup though for today's game. Harley Dean is injured for 4 to 9 days. Gary Gardner, I can't remember if I've shown you this, I probably did. He picked up a mammoth injury, still out for another 4 to 6 months. Oh, I've just realised on the reserves, goodness me, I'm really not being very organised with what I'm showing you. We had deadline day. Now, deadline day, I thought to myself, do you know what? I had this player on my shortlist for quite some time, and I wondered, could I bring him in? He went down to a value of £20,000, and his wages were acceptable. And I know we've only got limited finances, but I decided to bring him in. I loaned out Lukas Jukovic, and I brought in a former Middlesbrough striker, Jordan Hugill. Now, he's only made a few appearances off the bench, but he's just a different option to Troy Deeney in terms of his physical attributes. He can still finish, and he's quite aggressive, he's quite brave, he's a strong lad. So I thought, for the money, £7,000 for only 10 grand, sorry, not 20 grand fee, I thought I'll give him an opportunity. He's only been handed a year contract because, if we were to potentially be in the Premier League next year, he's not going to be someone I want to use. Whereas it's a low risk transfer. If we are in the Championship next season, he's still a good player to use. And players like Deeney, who might not be here for the long term, he gives us a good little bit of backup for him. Right, let's go back into the game. Sorry, Ruddy in goal. It's going to be Sanderson, Roberts, Trusty and Langelo at the back. We're going to go back with Bielik, I think, at the CDM position with Bakuna and Bellingham in midfield. Somerville, Chong, who I think should be alright for the fitness test. Yeah, he looks okay. Do I bring on Hannibal potentially for him in the inverted winger position? Someone who hasn't been playing really, really well. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's play Hannibal, and that means then we're going to have to try and change up the team a little bit because we won't have enough players here on the bench to fulfill that. We'll take off Deeney for Chong, and then I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just take off. We'll take out. See, we haven't got a right back to bring on. Collins suspended, so we can't take off Sanderson. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take out Hall for Bielik, and then we'll put Bielik on the reserves for Troy Deeney, and then we'll just position that like that. Got to make sure your bench is organised for this. Hogan will be up front, then Hannibal and Somerville on the wide flanks. Etheridge, Friend, James, Lecco, Chong, Deeney and Jordan Hugill on the bench. Hugill joined us at the end of January with no sharpness, and I haven't been able to really get his sharpness up by giving him plenty of game time because Scott Hogan has been playing quite a little bit. Here we go, let's pump our fists as we begin this game away from home at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield have got some good players, so it's surprising to see that they're bottom of the league. Jordan Rose, a strong player. Lee Nichols at the back. It's a good team, but this team has overperformed massively this year. Birmingham City. Fingers crossed we can get another 3 points on the road to this very special season. Mark Roberts picks up the ball. Bakuna to Sanderson. Sanderson gets the ball back. Can he whip a ball into the area? He can't. I don't like Sanderson using him at right back. I like him more at centre back. But it has to be played there today. Langelo finds Scott Hogan, and it's goal number 22 of the season for the main man up front. What a season he's been having. And what a finish that was. A great ball from Sanderson to Longelo, and he's been a superstar at left back as well. Played the majority of this season there. And it's a great finish by Scott Hogan. We lead against bottom of the league by a goal to 0. Free kick now, Leandro Bacuna stepping over it. Shoots. Oh, it hits the post. Kasumu clears it away from them. Really, really good stuff there as we look to try and extend our lead here. Hall puts it through to Hannibal. Oh, another great save from the goalkeeper. I said he was a strong goalkeeper at the start of the game, and he's someone with a lot of championship experience, knows his division inside out, and that's a great save. Hannibal puts it back in. Hall picks it up, finds it back to Hannibal, back to Trusty. Can he do something with it? Plays it back to the defender, and we have to restart once again. Another highlight though, and it's us in possession again. Come on, Birmingham. Tries to put a ball in. Can Hall get there? He can't knock it on, but Bellingham gets it from the edge of the area. Our star man in midfield at only 17 shoots. Blazes it over the bar. Hogan finds Sanderson. Opportunity to shoot here, but he passes it off to Somerville, who finds Bacuna. Bacuna sends the ball wide. We're having lots of chances here. We're only a goal up, and we are dominating the stats. Huddersfield haven't even had a shot on goal yet. Hopefully, we can try and get a goal in the second half. I'll just say to them, I'll pump fists. I'll say, let's keep going. Let's find another gear in this second half as we try to extend our lead. Let's see how Borough are getting on. They must be winning as well because they're only a point away from us. Norwich must be winning because they got 6 points from 8 points, so they I think must be drawing. But we've got to look at this game first before we start looking at other games. As Thomas has a free kick in a dangerous area, he shoots just wide of the post. Borough 3-0 up against QPR. Rodrigo Muniz, an excellent striker. He's been bagging the goals in for fun this season, as well as Hogan and as well as Estupinan in the Championship. Russell to Simpson. Huddersfield have got back into this game in the second half, looking the more threatening side. Thomas puts it into Jordan Rhodes, and I said they were looking the more threatening side. Jordan Rhodes, the former Middlesbrough striker, been around in the Championship, and he's got an equaliser at the John Smith Stadium. This is it. We can't kill these games off if we haven't got the good players to do so. We need to find a way to kill this game off. I'm just going to go in hard on a few of these players that are starting to look tired for Huddersfield, and we need to use their tiredness to our advantage as we need to find a goal. Bellingham isn't having the best game. Nor is Bacuna, looking nervous. We'll bring James on. Might have to be forced into bringing Chong on a little bit later. Let's go attacking. Let's go attacking in the second half. Come on, look at this. 19 shots, 10 on target. Now there's a highlight, and it's going to be a free kick. Not Bacuna, it's Mejbri, who has an effort, but nothing comes of it. 20 minutes remaining. Sanderson starting to look tired. Let's bring on some more changes, and I'm going to bring off Bellingham. I'm going to put Hannibal at Mezzala. We'll give the last 15 minutes to Tahith Chong on the wide position. I can't really bring off Sanderson. I can bring off Trusty for Friend. Ooh, don't really want to bring on someone with that lack of pace. Let's encourage them. And we might have to try and change it up tactically with 10 minutes remaining. Let's go high press, high engagement, stop the crosses. And I think we've got to be a little bit more direct. Maybe start running at the defence as well because they are tired. Let's use our pace to our advantage. And here could be the highlight. We lose the ball with Somerville. Jordan Rhodes, who can find a great ball through to Edwards. He's done so. Can we close it down? We've stopped him in his tracks. Joanne Holmes shoots wide of the target and wide of the post. Not long to go. Come on. Can we get a goal? Another highlight. Nichols with it. What can Nichols do? Can he find a man? Any time today, Nichols. Thank you. Finds it to Boyle. They're playing centrally. Hogan picks it up. Somerville running on the right hand side. Slotted through to Hogan. This is a striker's finish. And it's a striker's touch that gets Birmingham City 2-1 in the lead. It's a massive goal from Scott Hogan. It could be a massive 3 points in this race to get promoted out of this division. What a finish from Scott Hogan. This is a striker. This is what we need. We've only got a few minutes. Look at these stats. 4 minutes of added time. There's a free kick. Do not throw another game away in added time. Turton ruffles to Hellick. Sanderson clears it. Somerville got that extra bit of pace. in the dying embers to get something here now for us. Sanderson, can he start an attack? Don't lose it. Roberts hoofs it up to Hogan. We get the ball in the middle of the park. Great ball over the top to Scott Hogan. Can he finish it? You bet you can. Scott Hogan, 3 goals. It's a hat-trick from the main man up top. He has been instrumental for us at the John Smith Stadium. He's got us what seems to be a guaranteed 3 points. 6 points away from Norwich. I think they've slipped up. Big victory and a big 3 points. I do believe, let's look at the fixtures, Borough won convincingly, but Norwich drew away to Wigan, who are also just languishing in mid-table. The gap's 6 points. You never know with 13 games left. Could we maybe, I said at the start of the episode it was unlikely, maybe we could just eke there into the top position. I'm surprised that their manager is amazed as they failed to win. But Scotty Hogan, what a performance from him. 24 goals in the Sky Bet Championship. He's closing in on Rodrigo Muniz. And Pookie's another striker up there in the goal tally. Wow. Come on, lads. 13 games to go. We've just got to keep grinding every single game. Keep coming back, trying to get more. We've barely lost this season. We're on a little nice unbeaten streak. Let's see if we can get this going to the end of the season. I do think that you've got about 2 more episodes, maybe 3 episodes left of this first season in charge of Birmingham. I want to come back just for around this sort of period as we look to try and secure this unbelievable season. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, comment and subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed already. And I'll see you for the next episode of this Birmingham Save very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.